Hello, everybody. If you are catching this part of the video, you are probably watching the replay, so I want to say hello and welcome. This video is being live streamed on Tuesday, November 30th, 2021 at 7 p.m. Central Time. So I will just give this a moment to let people hop on and say hello and that they're joining. I had a little snafu with my scheduling of this video. I accidentally put in the wrong date, and I caught that about 10 minutes ago. And so I went to change the date to tonight, and it told me that Facebook doesn't allow me. Hi, Alicia. Facebook doesn't allow me to schedule something that's less than 10 minutes away. So because I was right at the 10-minute mark at 6:50, I couldn't choose a 7 o'clock start time. So I had to choose the 7:05 start time, but it let me start early, right on time at 7. So hopefully people are able to find me. If not, maybe they'll join in a couple minutes. But hello and welcome, everyone. My name is Melissa. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Minnesota, which is in the United States, if you weren't aware. Today, we're going to make some super fun cards, but since it's the last day of November, you'll notice I have my November host code right there and my shopping link right there. Hi, Deb. Hi, Mom. Hi, Keisha. My shopping link is right there if you are in need. Hi, Debbie. Of any items that I use today. All right. And so everything that I'm using today is actually from the annual catalog, which is pretty awesome. So I think sometimes we forget about the annual catalog because we have the mini catalog come out. Hi, Cher. So I don't know. Sometimes I kind of forget that like the annual catalog has Christmas stuff in it too, but it does, and it's awesome. So we are going to make a card today, and I am calling this the stack and cut technique. Hi, Kathleen. I'm calling it the stack and cut technique, but I saw somebody else call it the stack, cut, and shuffle technique. So you can call it whatever you want, but the premise is the same. So I'm going to flip my camera down and show you what we're going to make today. There we go. So we're going to make these super cute cards. Now you'll notice that these like 3 pieces are all the same here, right? Well, that's what we're going to do today, and that's what I'm excited to show you. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I am using the For Unto Us stamp set, which is a super cute one. I'm going to leave one of these cards out. We're actually going to get to make 3 cards today. Now, the way you do this technique, you might be able to make more cards than that. You might make less cards than that. Hi, Debbie. I used to work with Debbie Bark, who just joined, and I haven't seen her in a while. So hi, Debbie. Hi, Sarah. Thanks for joining. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So since we're going to make 3 cards today, I've got 3 Evening Evergreen card bases, 3 pieces of soft succulent, 3 pieces of basic white that will go on the front of the card, and then 3 pieces of basic white that will go inside the card, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started with some stamping, and we'll start right here with these basic white pieces that go on the outside. Now, if you are looking for measurements and all those kinds of things, they will be live on my blog tomorrow morning, December 1st. Can you believe it? They will be live tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central Time. All the measurements and links to products will be there. Okay, so I'm going to use this Oh Come Let Us Adore Him stamp, and I'm stamping it in Cherry Cobbler ink right at the bottom of this basic white piece. We're going to do that for all of these basic white pieces here. And our stamping is actually pretty minimal because I just kind of wanted to keep these cards simple. I send a lot of Christmas cards. This year I have about 130 that I'm sending. And I'm sure I will add more people to that list as I start to write out envelopes and things. And so I needed to make a couple really fast that were kind of simple. So these kind of just got to be it. I saw this technique and I thought, you know what? This is what we're going to do. All right. Hi, Anne. Thanks for joining. All right. So then for the inside of the card, we're going to use this sentiment that says, may your heart be lifted in praise this Christmas for the wonderful gift of Jesus and the joy he brings to our lives. So I thought that was a very sweet sentiment. Now, of course, these are cling mount, so they're a little bit harder to get straight. So if you are using cling mount stamps and you're struggling to get them to stamp straight, I recommend stamping them onto your grid paper first, okay? That can make it a little bit easier to get them level. I don't know, it's just, you can't see through it, so it just makes it a little bit more difficult, I guess. All right, so that is all the stamping we're going to do, and we are going to go ahead and start assembling, but let's do our cool little stack. Oh my gosh, I'm going to say stamp and cut a lot of times, I can already tell. Stack and cut technique. So what I've got here is I have 3 pieces of the Tidings and Trimmings DSP. This is in the annual catalog as well. This is the other side, and it's gorgeous. You can see that I already cut out triangles. These are for my sample cards that I showed you at the beginning of the video. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line them up and take the stitched triangle dies. Oh, Sarah, I'm glad. She says she's looking forward to seeing how to make this card. So we're going to take this largest one here, right? So I am a math nerd, and so I'll say this isosceles one, right? Because the sides are the same. Isosceles triangles are when 2 of the sides are the same. So this one, and this is technically an isosceles too, but we're going to take this one. That's an equilateral, just in case you were curious. And then the last type of triangle, I think, is called a scalene, but we don't have any scalenes in this one. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line this up to make sure it cuts through all 3 pieces of my DSP, which my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine will do. And it's right over here. So you'll still be able to see my little picture of myself, but you won't be able to see me cut this out really quick. But I am going to just die cut these out. You'll hear it. Here we go. And I will grab these 3 pieces for us. So we'll get rid of that. And we have got some pieces here. Let me just put my die back so I don't lose it. And there we go. 1. They stick together a little bit. Yeah, so Kathleen says when she makes multiple, she uses the Stamparatus. Kathleen, I do too, but just for 3, I don't. But yes, the Stamparatus is the great way to do it too, especially if you want them to be straight, because then they'll be straight every time. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in my trimmer, and this is the important part. We need to make sure. Oh, that's okay, Kathleen. I knew exactly what you're talking about. We're going to take all 3 pieces of these designer series paper at the same time and make sure they are lined up. Okay, this is the important part. This is where, like, if you want to die cut each of the triangles separately, that's fine. But this we don't want to mess up here. Yeah, Alicia says she did not know you could cut multiple pieces of DSP with the dies. You sure can. Sometimes I cut multiple pieces of the cardstock too. But if your plates are really old and have a lot of cuts on them, it can sometimes leave imprints. So just keep that in mind. My plates are brand new. So, all right. So I've got these 3 pieces all lined up in here, and I'm just going to angle, stick it in at an angle. Doesn't matter what the angle is, right? And cut. All right. So that was 1. Now I'm going to make sure it's still lined up, and we're going to go in and do another cut. Ready? Just like that, right? Isn't that cool? So now we've got those 3 pieces. I'm going to put that away. And what I'm going to do next, just to make sure everything is good, I'm going to lay out my 3 pieces here. And the reason we wanted to make sure everything stayed connected or whatever to each other is because these are going to be shuffled. That's where the shuffle part of this technique name comes from. They're going to be shuffled and put back together, and we want it to look like nothing happened to it, right? So if you look at this one, it still has that same triangle shape. So pretty neat, right? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and scooch these off to the side. I've just kind of put pieces together to make sure I don't accidentally mix them up. She cuts 2 pieces of DSP at a time, but only 1 with dies. Yeah, you know what? I am all about efficiency. So if I can find ways that are a little bit faster, I'm all for it. All right, so we're going to bring in our card bases now. And I've got my liquid glue. And we're going to go ahead and add our insides of our cards. And while I do this, I wanted to let you guys know tomorrow is December 1st, and that means that Stampin' Up! Is having their last chance sale. Oh, Cher has an electric die cutter. So she only has to use the muscle in her finger to cut through all of that. Yeah, that sounds pretty nice, Cher. Honestly, it wasn't much different to cut through the 3 pieces because the DSP is thinner than cardstock. But Stampin' Up! Is having the last chance sale starting tomorrow on the mini catalog, the current mini catalog. So several items in the mini are going to be discounted. Not everything will be discounted, but some things are discounted. And there's some pretty cool deals in there. There is at least 1 stamp set and a lot of dies, some paper, stuff like that. But that starts tomorrow at, I think, like 3 a.m. Central Time. and runs through the end of the catalog. But when things sell out, they're going to be gone. So if there is anything you've got your eye on, if you're on my newsletter list, I do have a newsletter all scheduled and ready to be sent tomorrow at 3 a.m. to tell you that it's on sale. Not that I expect you to be awake at 3 a.m., but if you are, that's fine. You do you, right? Okay, so just really quick, I am adhering on the soft succulent layer and then our basic white piece for the outside, and I'm putting them crooked. I don't know why. I've been really into this lately instead of like layering them exactly. So that's what I'm doing for these, just kind of like putting them on crooked. No rhyme or reason, just kind of something different. Okay, so if you're up at 3 a.m., more power to you. I won't be. But it starts then. You'll get all the details on my newsletter tomorrow. But just wanted you to be aware of that in case you were planning to order tonight some stuff that might be on sale tomorrow. So, okay. And then I'm also going to be doing an ordering incentive this weekend. And because you're on my live, you get to hear about it first. But this weekend is actually my birthday. And so I'm going to do an ordering incentive, and that email will be sent tomorrow as well, along with my December calendar. So you can get everything all figured out for December on when I'll be live and things like that. So I hope you guys enjoy both of those. But also on that note, because it's my birthday, I'm going to take a few days off. So if you email me or something and I don't get back to you, I'll get back to you by Monday, I promise. So I will probably be pretty offline from like Thursday through Sunday. So, okay, so we've got all of those pieces done. We've got our insides done. Let's go ahead and fold and burnish these. And then we're going to assemble our Christmas trees and add some embellishments, and then we'll be all done. And I told you guys, these are so simple. Now, if you did, you can do like this stack and cut technique. Oh, thanks. Well, thanks for happy birthday, and thanks, Anne. But you can do the stack and cut as like a whole background image if you want. So if you imagine like, you know, you can, as long as you line up your designer series paper or your cardstock, you can really do whatever you want with it. Make it any size, shape, whatever you want. So you can see I did 2 cuts, which gave me 3 pieces, right? And so that allowed me to get 3 cards, but you could also do 5 cards. You could do 6 cards. However many cuts you want to do. It's totally up to you. Oh, thank you guys. Oh, Cher, yours is right after Christmas. Well, Cher, if you wouldn't mind messaging me when your birthday is, I'll make sure that you can get a birthday card. And that goes for anybody. I know I have Alicia's. I know I have Anne's. But anybody who wants to message me your address and, well, unless I have your address, but your address and your birthday, oh no. Put these on the wrong side because I was talking. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Kathleen. Look at that. So I put my dimensionals on the wrong side of my paper, but I just kind of rolled them with my fingers and I got them up. There's no sticky residue, so we're all good. I'm going to flip it over and put it on this side. And that would have been bad only because it wouldn't have lined up. Because if I had done it this way, we could have lined it up like this, but then that would have been a very crooked tree. Maybe that's how you like your trees, but I want mine to be kind of straight. So, okay, so we've got that. And then I'm going to put a dimensional on the back of this last piece here. Oh my gosh, you guys, I did it again. Okay, so this time I could maybe show you, but I put the dimensional down and I didn't press too firmly, and I'm just using my finger to roll it, and I peeled it right off. Okay, so if you ever have a little distracted moment like I just did, that is a good tip to get off actually any adhesive. I've actually done that with like seal before too. So this time I'm going to flip all of these over and then add dimensionals. Oh, thanks for sharing, Kathleen. I should also mention, if you're here and you're watching, I'm going to send you guys these cards. I know I haven't done that in a little bit, but I'm going to send these cards out to commenters, and we're going to do 3 this time because we're making 3 cards. So 3 of you who comment will be entered in a chance to win these 3 cards. So super exciting. If you're watching and you haven't commented, make sure you do. All right, so let's go ahead and get this connected. And of course, if you wanted to, you could actually like use the same pattern and just kind of like leave a gap in between the trees just to give it a different kind of look. But I kind of liked the look of the different patterns together. Thought it was kind of fun. Okay, flip, 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 and then dimensionals. And a hair. Oh my gosh. All right, so we will add some more dimensionals, and then we're almost done. We just have to add our little ornaments to our tree. Oh, Kathleen says she loves getting Happy Mail. Kathleen won a couple of weeks ago. So Kathleen, hopefully you got your card. And I think almost everybody on here has won before. So hopefully you all have gotten your cards. But yeah, I will mail them out probably tomorrow. Yeah, definitely tomorrow. So yeah, super fun. Okay, let's get this lined up right here. And I will also just remind you guys, if you are not a demonstrator and you've been thinking about it, today is the last day to take advantage of the $75 starter kit special. So if that's something you're interested in, please let me know. Oh, great, Kathy. She says she did get her card. Thank you so much for letting me know. And I know I sent one to Keisha a few weeks ago. And if you guys have never sent mail to Canada, it only took about a week to get to her. So that wasn't too bad. Not too bad at all. So, okay, so I am adding some of our red rhinestones to our tree here. I want to do another one because I want to do them in odd numbers. Let's stick this one maybe like there. Yeah, that looks good, right? Thanks, Mom. And then we'll just add some to this one. So I am trying to go kind of in a zigzag, but there's really no rhyme or reason here. Just kind of decorating. All right, we'll stick that one right there. And then we've got one more card here. And then we will be all set. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had fun. Again, if you need any of the supplies that I used today, you can head to my online store, which is linked right on the bottom of this video, shop.stampwithmelissa.com. And if you're ordering in November, so a couple more hours yet tonight, you can use that host code. So, oh, thank you guys so much for the kind words. And oh wow, Keisha says with the insane floods they got, she was amazed and not expecting the card at all. I did not even know you guys had floods, so I'm sorry about that. Hopefully everything is okay. Yeah. All right, well, thank you guys. I'm gonna come back here really quick. Thank you guys so much. Next week, next Tuesday, I actually will be gone again. I know, I'm so sorry, but we all know December is such a busy month. So next week, I'm actually heading back to the Orpheum in downtown Minneapolis to see Anastasia, and I'm very excited about that. So I did already record next week's card. That is ready to go, and it will premiere next Tuesday, December 7th at 7 p.m. Central Time on YouTube. Unfortunately, I don't know what the deal has been with Facebook lately, but they are not really letting me upload videos. So that one you will have to watch over on YouTube, but I will put the link on Facebook as well. Thanks, Kathleen. She says she likes the card because it's different. So thank you. Yeah, so that's going to be a cute one with the awesome Otters stamp set, which is part of Celebration. And I'm so excited, you guys, because tomorrow the demonstrator pre-order, sorry, the dryer just went off. The demonstrator pre-order starts for the new mini catalog and Celebration brochure. So I can't wait. I'm going to try to stick to my budget and not go crazy, but we all know it's kind of hard. The numbers just add up so quick because everything's awesome. But yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I will draw 3 names and get those posted probably in about 10 minutes or so on my Facebook page to see who wins tonight's card. So thanks so much for joining, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye for now.